Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. Now let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far, and also, more importantly, let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person. Alright, so you're coming in with Temperance, and you're also coming in with the Hierophant guy, your person. Now what I'm picking up with these two cards here, guys, and how that's coming in, for your person, alright? Now, what it tells me there in your reading, it comes in as your person needs to hurry up. Your person needs to actually get themselves ready. Because you're coming in here, guys, that's how I pick up those cards, those two cards. It's almost like they're getting that intuitive nudge here in your reading to prepare themselves, and it's coming in as, are you ready? Are you ready for this change? Are you ready for this big change here? Now what I get with your person, what I get there is that they are ready, but they're kind of saying 1 minute, just 1 minute, I need to know more. Hang on, don't bring it to me, you know, don't force me here. But Temperance is saying, are you ready? It is going to happen whether you like it or not. You have had enough time. That's how I get that card. We have been patient enough. Your person has been patient enough. You, the viewer, now your person is ready. See, for the Hierophant guy, what I get there is that this Hierophant guy is playing catch up. And it's almost like they're cramming all this information and knowledge inside of their head here, so that when you do go towards them, because there is an element of that coming in here in your reading, that they are ready, that they are prepared. That's what I'm also picking up here. See, for your person, in a way, it comes in as, well, it's like they want to match you at every level, your thoughts, your emotions here, as well as your actions here. And when I talk about your thoughts, it comes in as intellect and may even be intelligence here, guys, where a lot of what they say to you here is going to spark your curiosity. It's going to want you to know more about your person. I think that really matters to your person here in your reading. It's the way in which you see them. They do want you to see them as a clever person, but what they don't realize is that you already see them that way. All right. Just want to make sure I nail this one for you guys. Yeah. So yes, here, in a sense here, guys, your person is getting themselves ready here for when you come in, or for when they go towards you here. This fated meeting coming in with Temperance on the board. But what it also talks about here in your reading is that for your person, they actually know that with this interaction, conversation here, that it's going to actually grow here. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, of course, there is an element here of making other people feel comfortable, especially yourself here, but what it also talks about here coming in with Temperance and the Hierophant guy is your person being comfortable in their own skin here. So there's an element here or a sense of nervousness for your person, maybe even restlessness here, as they prepare themselves for what's about to happen, because that's what those cards are talking about here in your reading. And so what it also tells me here in your reading, coming in with Temperance, you're also coming in with, yeah, it's about your person's higher learning here, wanting to know more here, not just wanting to stick to a certain level here. Your person actually wants to take it to a higher level here. But it's also coming in as your person wanting understanding, wanting to know about oneself here, wanting to gain knowledge here, guys, about oneself, because it comes down to how your person is going to interact when you two have this meetup. Because Temperance is saying to your person, you have had long enough. You, the viewer, they're coming in. This person has worked on themselves. This person has made some huge transformational changes and smaller transformational changes in between. Your person, this person is ready. It's like, what say you? Here they come. That's what I'm getting here, guys, in terms of Temperance and the Hierophant. Because that's what Temperance is actually doing when it comes to your person. It can be seen as giving your person that shake-up, but also showing your person what they need to do here, or what they need to have, where they need to be, what point in their life they need to be at when this is going to come in for them. You the viewer. There's a lot happening here in your reading when it comes to your person's social interaction. Also, the way in which your person communicates with people here, the way in which your person, like I said, interacts with people here. It's almost coming in as a test for your person. Now, I'm going to carry on here, guys. So you are coming in with the pages, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Swords. And so this is coming in as an obstacle and a challenge here in your reading. And so what it talks about there in your reading, I get with these three cards, this obstacle and challenge is coming in as other people here. Now, these may be other people that your person is dealing with. This could also be other people that you're dealing with here, especially coming in with the Three of Pentacles. Now, what it talks about there in terms of the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords is not your person, and neither is it you. The Nine of Swords here in your reading is coming in as other people, is what I'm getting. Now, for me, normally when I see the Nine of Swords talks about you can't control it. You can't control what's about to happen because your control has been taken away. All right? You can't say yes or no because nobody is listening. That's the true depth of that Nine of Swords. And it can go deeper. But what I'm getting here in your reading in terms of the Nine of Swords here, it comes in as denial, not wanting to know what's about to happen, not wanting to think about it here. It can also come in as anxiety here, coming in with the Nine of Swords. And so there's anxiety happening here with the people that are around both you and your person here. That's what I'm getting. There is, see, it's that social interaction that is happening with your person, and it's through that social interaction here and communication here, guys, that it's like it's being filtered back to certain people, and people are hearing it. And because they're hearing what's going on when it comes to your person, this is where this nervousness is coming in here, this anxiety, because there is, I was going to say there's no control, but what it talks about there is that they don't have the control anymore. That's what it's also talking about here in your reading. But what I also pick up here, in terms of people in your environment and your person's environment, they know that it's going to happen here. But there's a depth to it as well here, coming in with the Nine of Swords here, guys, and the Three of Pentacles, because that depth is about how your person feels when it comes to you, how you feel when it comes to your person here in your reading, and the changes. It comes in as those positive changes that you have made, those positive changes that your person is working through. I do get here they are still studying, they are still learning here, guys. And those changes can't be changed. Those changes, they've got no control over that either. That's what I'm getting with these three cards in terms of the obstacles and the challenges here. The obstacles and the challenges here for both you and your person is other people. That's what it talks about here in your reading. Because your person is talking. Your person is actually talking about you. But not only that here, guys, it's their interaction with people. It's deep and it's meaningful. Hence why you're coming in with that element of truth here. And so when certain conversations filter out, now it may not even be about you, okay, what your person is talking about, what's being filtered out to other people. However, what it's doing for others, that's how it's coming in, is that others are connecting the dots. And how they connect the dots there, guys, is that they watch you the viewer, and they also watch your person. Now, coming in with the Page of Swords, what it talks about there, in terms of the Page of Swords, that Page of Swords doesn't want changes to happen here in your reading for either you, the viewer, or your person. They don't want the changes to come in here. But coming in as a page, what it talks about there in your reading is that there is still more for that person or those people to actually learn. People are watching is what I'm getting. People are, not only is your person keeping tabs on you here, guys, but other people are too when you come in with the Page of Swords. Now, for myself, and just lately, I have been seeing the Page of Swords as actually people as opposed to one person here. Now, what it also talks about here in your reading is that, well, it is coming in as a lack of understanding here, only because for the page, it's about how they see things here, okay? What they see is the truth. And yes, they have a truth because they have been through trials and tribulations. I always see the pages that way. However, that is not the bigger truth. That isn't the whole truth. See, with the Page of Swords coming in terms of the truth here, they would know the sky is blue. That's a true fact for the Page of Swords. However, they aren't able to tell you why it's blue. Now, that is the truth here. But also, they wouldn't see the relevance here, guys, as to why the sky is blue, because it just is blue here. But if we were to go a little bit deeper here, guys, it would all be about color. So why is it blue here? You know, there is a deeper meaning behind it. It does have depth. But for the Page of Swords, here in your reading, they don't want to know that depth. They don't want to know the meaning. They just know that it's blue, and that's the fact and that is as far as they're willing to go here, coming in with the page. See, it comes in as they know that this is your person. They know that you're their person. That's a fact here in your reading. All right? But they don't want to know why. Here. Why you choose your person and why they choose you. That's what I'm picking up here, guys. All right, let's keep going here. All right, so you were coming in with the Empress. You have the High Priestess. And you were coming in with the Nine of Wands here in your reading. Now, what I pick up there with potentially here in your reading, this is how you're going to come into your person. All right. Now, what it tells me there, it comes in as, with the Nine of Wands, I do see it as courage here, guys. That conscious effort here, okay, to take the correct action when it comes to you going towards your person. But more importantly here, it also concerns your person. Now, what it tells me here in your reading, potentially here, coming in with the Empress and the High Priestess here in your reading, that's how your person is going to know that you're ready. That's why you're ready here, guys. Okay, so when you're coming in with the High Priestess, it talks about the inner you. As above, so below, as within, as without here. And when I talk about the inner you, what it talks about there is trusting in yourself, your emotions, listening to your emotions here, guys, okay, listening to your feelings, figuring it out, coming in with your thoughts here, your mental capacity here, guys, to learn, to know, to understand. Here in your reading, in terms of compassion and empathy here, you are coming with intellect and intelligence here in your reading, and then taking that action, following it through, being able to take the correct action here, guys, but also apply it to your everyday life. So that's what I'm getting. Now, coming in with the Empress card, it talks about the outside here. So the way that you are on the inside, you the viewer, is definitely how you come across on the outside. The Empress here. Now, what I also pick up here in your reading here, you've got that courage here to go towards your person. That's what it's talking about. But also, your person has that courage to come towards you. I get with the Nine of Wands, for your person, like I said, Temperance is saying to your person, hey, are you ready? You need to hurry up. You need to shake it up. You've had enough time. All right, your person, the High Priestess, the Empress, your person is coming in Your person is coming in, they're coming towards you, they're going to be here. And if you're not ready, that's what it talks about, then the High Priestess, the Empress, has a choice. Here, you've already made a choice. Your person has already made a choice. You both have chosen each other. But what your reading is talking about here is the Hierophant reading. Now, what I also pick up here in your reading for the Hierophant guy, they're coming in as you're the one. I only have one person. That's what I get when it comes in here. Okay, yeah, of course, they may have had options here, guys, and they may still have options, all right? But what it also talks about here in your reading is, so do you. You too have options here. Hence why Temperance is saying to your person, once again, here, sort it out, fix it up. They're coming in. They won't be, you know, it's, you have a choice here. Yeah, you, the viewer, you have a choice. Whether or not you're going to choose your person here. Because for you, coming in with the Nine of Wands, here in your reading, yeah, you're not going to muck around. Alright guys, now here is your advice, and you are coming in with the Chariot card. And so what I'm picking up with the Chariot card here in your reading is, yeah, you both choose each other. Here, it talks about free will here in your reading. Okay, so you definitely have your free will. It's the choice. It's the choice that is what I'm getting. See, for both you and your person, there is this mutual attraction and chemistry towards each other, about each other here. But what it also talks about here in your reading is that, yeah, that is part of the choice. That is why you choose each other here. But it can't be the only reason that you choose each other. That's what the Chariot card is also talking about here in your reading. Yeah. See, that Chariot card is saying to your person, yeah, they're coming in. Are you ready? That's what it's saying here, guys. And like I said, here in your reading, it also comes in as what I get with these cards over here, potentially here in your reading, is that, yes, you are a workaholic. Yes, you work really hard, and you have worked hard here, guys, on yourself and what you put out there. That's what I'm getting, because you're coming in as someone who is of service to other people, coming in with the Nine of Wands. And so what the Nine of Wands is also talking about here, guys, is that you're of service to other people. You can help other people because you've helped yourself here, because you've gone through certain things yourself. So you know what to do here, guys. That's what it's also talking about here in your reading. Yes, coming in with the Chariot card, what it tells me there in your reading, wow. See, with these cards over here, in terms of these people in your environment and your person's environment, with the Chariot card, it comes in as someone quite nosy. Here, someone wants to know your guys' business. Someone wants to know your business. That's just a side note here, guys. So be careful about the information that you share here. I don't think your person is worried, to be quite honest. Otherwise, they wouldn't be talking as well. But I get here your person is interacting, and somehow that information is being filtered, okay, out towards other people here. And so people are definitely curious as to what's going on between you and your person. Yeah. There's a lot of talk happening here, guys, about both you and your person. It kind of comes in as something happened here, and it sparked a lot of talk here. Sparked or it may have been interesting news for people here. It comes in that way as well, that Chariot card. Alright, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for your reading. I appreciate, and I'll catch you later. Bye.